Hey, Dr. Karen Can, and this is day 13 of the Ascension 3 challenge. This is a 21-day light medicine challenge, and each day we talk about different ways of using your Ascension 3 tool to help with self-healing and with just improving the environment. And today we're talking about the Universal Clearing Vortex, or the UCV, which used to be called the Universal Shield. Now, the reason I renamed the Universal Shield to the Universal Clearing Vortex is because it actually is a vortex of clearing, not a shield per se. Although, people have pictured a bubble around them and a shield or with mirrors around on the outside. That still works. We'll talk about visualization in a moment and how that can really be helpful. But what the Universal Clearing Vortex does is to help clear negative energies that are ready to be released from within you, inside you, as well as in your auric field. So it's like an internal and external healing, including your auric field. So as we go through our day, we definitely pick up energies from other places and people and things like that that can lodge in our auric field. And that is not necessarily, an unnatural or bad thing. It just, is part of life. But we need to be responsible for our own auric field and to clear it and to clean it on a regular basis, just like you would wash your hair or brush your teeth, right? Or take a bath or shower. We need to be responsible for clearing and cleaning our auric field. Now, in my book, Sensitivity is Your Superpower, I talk about, 6 different ways that you can clear your aura, cutting, and releasing cords, and doing the waterfall meditation, and the aura scrubbing, and all these different methods outside of using this tool. Today, we're going to press the easy button. Okay, or one of the easy buttons anyway, and activate your Universal Clearing Vortex. So there are 4 steps in using your Ascension 3 tool, whether it be your pyramid or your pendulum or, a necklace, earrings, bracelet, whatever you have. We even have baby teethers. So what you want to do is connect with your piece. So you want to hold onto it or see it in your mind. If it's not happening to be with you, but it belongs to you, you can actually see it in your mind as well and connect to it. Or just look at it as well. That's the other way you can do it. And in this case, you're just going to just tell it to activate. Okay, activate my Universal Clearing Vortex. Okay, so that's all you need to say. Activate my Universal Clearing Vortex. You can say in all timelines where I exist if you like. This is a little Topican healing trick there to just clear all your timelines. If allowed, it'll happen. If not, it won't happen. So you can just say, activate my Universal Clearing Vortex. Thank you. And to put more oomph into it, if you would like, you can actually imagine a clearing vortex, that starts really, really deep within you and just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and just cleans and clears whatever can clean and clear right now from all of you in your auric field. Normally, it's pretty easy to clear your auric field. Sometimes within you, you have a lot of parts to you, of course. It'll clear whatever it's able to clear that's safe for you to clear in that moment. Okay. But then you might ask, well, Dr. Karen, what about my loved ones, right? I don't have permission necessarily to heal them. If you do have permission, you can definitely, just grab your piece and go ahead and say, activate the Universal Clearing Vortex for my husband, right? And if you have permission, then that totally, can activate for them. If it's for their highest and greatest good, you do that for your dog, your kids, everything. But what if you don't have permission, or maybe it's your boss and your boss tends to get really, let's say, not nice sometimes, and you would really not, you'd really prefer to have that negative energy not attached to you or not coming at you or flying at you when your boss is in a bad mood. One of the things you can do is put a transmutational bubble around that person. So I talk about that in one of my chapters in the Sensitivity is Your Superpower book. I call it Transformational Bubble Magic. Now, this is a positive morphic field that I created a while back, and it is part of the Topican healing method. The cool thing is Ascension 1 and 2 and 3, Ascension 3 is 1 and 2 together in this piece, already has the blueprint for that transmutational bubble. So if it is allowed and it's for the highest and greatest good, you can just ask, connect to your piece and say, hey, would love you to download that transmutational bubble to Bob. Okay, and then you think of Bob in your mind, or if they're standing in front of you and you say it silently, you know, download to Bob. And so you can imagine this, it's a clearing vortex as well. The difference between the transmutational bubble and the universal clearing vortex is that the transmutational bubble only clears the space outside that person's auric field, because you may not have permission to clear that person, which includes their auric field. So if you don't have permission, it clears the space around the auric field. It's kind of like a loophole, a spiritual loophole. So it's like, I don't need permission to clear the space. I need permission to clear the person and the auric field. But what I'm going to do is just clear the space around them. So everywhere they walk, right, there's this clearing transmutational vortex that, you know, it's called bubble, but, you know, it's in a spherical form. It's around them. So what that means is, say someone is really nasty, okay, and say they have entities attached to them, and you don't, you know, you can feel them. It's very angry, very nasty. Some of these entities can sometimes lash out and attach to other people. With the transmutational bubble magic, these entities, if they try to leave that person to attach to someone else, they'll hit that bubble, which they can't see, by the way, it's invisible to them. What happens is they heal, they get healed, okay? The exception to that would be only if it's for the highest and greatest good for them not to heal, then they will be protected and can move out, but it's very rare. Some people need their entities, I get it, you know, they have to clear their own, and that's fine. I don't have permission to clear their entities. The other thing too is if they're attracting entities, right? If there's something within them that's attracting entity. I know there's a healer helper friend of mine that she doesn't know, you know, that on some level she's attracting entities, and because she doesn't believe in them. But you know, there are traces in her life where it's kind of obvious, you know, just things not, you know, things happening and being sabotaged, and the money's not there and the clients aren't there, and you know, different things like that. But I don't have permission to clear the entities for her, and it, you know, obviously it's her choice as well not to address that issue. But what I can do is put that transmutational bubble around her. So any entities that want to sabotage her, that see that light and go, ha, 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 we're gonna have fun with this one, right? And she doesn't know how to protect herself, right? So in this case, the entities can come towards her. Again, they hit that outer transmutational bubble, they heal, and they can't bother her. So that's the cool thing about the transmutational bubble. So just to summarize, universal clearing vortex you do for yourself, your loved ones, that you do have, you know, permission to do. And then if you do not have permission, you just go ahead and ask your piece. You just say, hey, download the transmutational bubble magic to so-and-so. Thank you, right? And just imagine a clearing vortex outside their auric field. Now, if you're in a pinch and you need something real fast, okay, say, I don't know, you go to, you know, a party, and then suddenly a fight breaks out, right? So you're like, I need to protect myself from negative energy, right? You could literally just grab your piece, go shields up, right? And just go, and just imagine that shield going up. Now, it doesn't mean your shield is down when you have it, because you actually have a universal clearing vortex just by wearing the thing. But if you want it bigger, okay, if you want it bigger and you want it, and your consciousness will just literally like manifest it bigger, like your light gets bigger, okay? That's what you can do. You just literally grab and go, shields up. So that's the really quick way of doing that. You can teach it to your children too, kind of fun. I'm a Star Trek fan. So that's where the shields up came from, even though it's actually a clearing vortex, not a shield. Yeah, so try it out. Let me know how that feels to you. And if you do the transmutational bubble magic, please let me know as well. Definitely comment below this video. If you're on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And if you have any questions for me, you can pop it in the comment. Definitely tag me. If you're on other social media, definitely tag me so I can answer you there. And we'll also put together like a compilation Q&A with people's questions near the end of the series. That may be really helpful for you as well. So I hope this is really fun for you. If you want the 21-day light medicine challenge delivered to your inbox, and you just happened upon this video, you can actually go to KarenCan.com/A3 challenge and sign up for those 21 videos in a row to be put in your emailed to your inbox. And then if you don't have an Ascension 3 item to do this work with, you can go to ascension3.net. And please keep in mind that we are open starting August 2021, just 1 week out of each month, just so we can handle the fulfillment and be able to make all the jewelry and everything that we need to do. And so we appreciate your patience on that. So great. I look forward to tomorrow, which is day 14. We'll see you then. Bye for now.